Every time I rap, you can hear the sound cut like counter cut, bro. Ask the CIA agent Tommy Fields on the Mullet spot, bro. Everything with Chuck Cole, everything like the clicker Andy. I'm the one that rushed though. I'm the one with the bicker bandy. I'm the one like Danny on Sandy, on Mr. Jickalandy. I'm the one with Picker and Pansy on Mr. Ricker Tansy. I'm the one that rap low Keko Dajo and Kingo Captain. Everything like Troco, everything like Miss L's Bots, everything on Lacho, everything like that Minko Panner, everything like Jinko and Tinko. I got the Crinkle Lantern, everything like Dinko and Chinko. I got the Rinko Panner, and I got the rap style on Rico low like Miss Jinko Lantern. Everything with Choco, everything like the style and frocks. If the Lord was rapping, then it'd be better than Garland Scotts. Everything with Joy K, everything like Miss Tylen Bots. Boy, I got the rap style on Rocco Even, like Golly Scrolls, Pots, Polka Dots on the Chica Dago with Otley Speezy. Everything was Oko Shots of Nagos or Outs of Pays. Everything on top of Miss Shotty Coatworth on Otley Scrays. Everything on top of Miss Body Portworth on Otley Days. Everything on top of Miss Shotty Shortworth on Godly Stays. Everything on top of Miss Crowley Stogos and Ollie Space. Ellie got that rhyme on that Kikadago on Kali Bays. Ellie got the mind on that Chikadago. He got the time of Rajo, but except it's with rhyming Stegos on top of gays. Everything with Chaco. Ellie sitting there with Carlos Gaze. Ellie sitting right there with the Patty treatment like Belly Spades. Ellie sitting right there with Addie treatment with Dallas treatment. Got the Bally Botworth maneuver on top of Galley's Geezer. Everything with Chaco. Ellie the one with Golly Screezer. If you hear a sound cut, it mean I'm killed like a Bali Speezer. But it don't mean death or it's murder like Basi Asi Rajo, but it means myself was the colonel of Mr. Kelly Scrate. Ellie got the Rajo, Ellie got Mr. Belly's body. But it's a real life war, but it's made a little different like Jolly Knows. Everything with Chico, everything like Miss Polly Grows, like Polly goes to sleep though and wake up Birdie like Polly Stoves. Ellie got the Klingo. Ellie got Mr. Golly Scolds. It just means I'm getting hit with heavy stuff like Miss Ollie throws. If you hear the sound cut, it ain't nothing. This guy my goals like Ollie Stoves and Pago. I got real chains around my throat. Poke it out so Klingo to keep me from rapping like Golly Scopes. It ain't something that you need to know, but it's good for Miss Golly Notes. But I told the Chaco, but it's good for Miss Ollie Stokes and Ollie Post was fractors or everybody like Golly Strokes. If these people want to know spiritual stuff like Gunner Scroll, I'll tell the truth on the curiously stuff like Honest Though. Dominoes was makeshift, everything like Miss Trona Stole, like Common Skulls and Kate Gift and everything like a bunch of those. Ellie got the rap skill, Takayasu. The reason why I'm under such attack and the siege by others was Keys and Kai. Everything was Chucko. Keys Our Colors was Keys and Five. Keys and Tie was others and Keys and Dotways was Keys and Six. Everything was Judders. Everything else was Keys and 9. Everything was Chudders. Everything else was Keys and 5. Everything was Keys and on top of Yagos. It's out of 6 with Taka Ritz on Playgos. Everything got that probably rich. Ellie got the rhyme still Statanovus on Cocker Base. I ain't got a split second out of Frogus like Olive Strays. If I sound like Git Scafford, if I sound like the Mick Legend, then please spare my religions. Cause I'm just here with Miss Chick Tessin. Polka Dot so clean, so I ain't got nothing else but dick messing. But I ain't like Pomela, I'm like Miss Jana on Kick Classic. Everything with Chaco, I'm better than Mr. Glitch messing. If they can't expand their intelligence, they Miss Dick dancing. Everybody down on me Chakiyaso, they clicks pantsing. I'll be right there with all the snares on Pajo like Rick's Anzi. Ellie got the sklitch on Miss Kadiyaso. He got the click and big on all maneuvers like Chicken Rich like Miss Jekyll and Lansy. Everything with Chaco, they making sure I can't get the pansy. Making sure I'm broke and I'm framed for murder like Ickland Dancy. Making sure I'm broke and I'm framed for murder and framed for Colonel. They gotta make my throat on a can of cardos on A-list birder. Polka Dot so clean, go. They trying to make sure I'm Danish dirty. And the ones that's day is the ones that's cure like Miss Painter's Persian. It's the ones that's sure my Ellistra ways on the case. And the women know about the Kellogg's all days on Polish Spade. And the women know about the Kellogg's and flakes like Teller States. Like if you think it stank on the Poly Rajo, you maybe wait. Polka Dot so clean, go. Everything like that Katie Skate. Everything just like Mrs. Annie Saways on Banny's Bait. Ellie got that catch on Miss Candy Yaza. He got the natch. He told him not to go back and go at home to Miss Allie Back. Everything with Chago. Go back home to Miss Natty Next. Go back home to Cut Raj instead of murder like Jolly Stress. Even though I'm injured, I rap the virgin. I rap the courage. Rapping just for fun to impress the masses like Appley Durner. Everybody there on Miss Kelly Scattis like Kelly Baptist. I just like to rap and I get support like a Dally Dactis. Everything was chap on Miss Kelly Scott like Miss Atlas Stewart. I have to rap for fun or they lie for murder. murder, like battling forks, polka dot so clean go. Large campaign and its collusions too. Everything with Jocko, large campaign like Miss Judy's boo. Everything was crazy. Takiyaso and Nazy. The large campaign was free child. Everything else like Rules and Knots, Erido Kanago Keeks, like Mr. Roos and Knox and Paisley. I be thinking it's different like Mr. Jotty Hots, Azion Sinago and Schiffer like Mr. Nagu Rose. And the whole campaign, it was paid by jokes and it's paid by laughter. When I was a babe, I was Kana Scopes on Miss Kana laughter. When I was a babe, I was Kana jokes on Miss Kana Nather. When I was a babe, I was Kana Blokes on Miss Payne Panther. Everything with Jago. I was there with Miss Payne Panzer. I got the Panther with me on Takayaze's of Payne Zanzer. Everything with Chaco. Nothing there but Miss Jane Nancer. If you ask the troops where the comments square, they say Baines or Panther. Everybody there on Miss Collins there like Miss Jane Cancer. If you ask the troops for the honor still, they Miss Jane Cancer. Everybody there on Miss Chaka Razzo, Miss Klein Manser. Everything was there on Miss Chica Dago, our brains are panzer. Everything was Chaco, everything like my canes are cancer. If I had my shockwood on Kika Dago, I'm Ainar Nancy. Everybody there on Miss Chaka Yazzo and Kanar Clancy. I just hit the Jula hoop and said it's Rajo like Ainar Banson. I just hit the Rache, turn it slow like Miss Ache. Got the Clache Keiko and Pachi Rachi like Jano Hips. Everything with Chaco and Chico Dago, that's how they felt about the rage on Paco and everything else like Adi Skill. Ellie got the Payco, nothing there but the radio limits. Everything with J. Cole and nothing still but Miss Payco Pennis. Everything was Ray Cole, everything like with J. Cole, Dennis Pittis, Hennis on Chico Ryways on A-Car Clinics. Everything with Chaco, just like them on Miss Paycar Windows. She was out the door on that Waddy Swift like Miss Baker Business. And she out the store with that Gotti's gift, got that body's piff. She got the Craco Clacko ready for Mr. Potty's spiff. Polka dot so clean go. Everything there like Gotti's gift. Seen her looking good on that heaven energy like Polly's biff. Seen her looking good on that heaven vibe way like Tevin's cars. I gotta match it up just a little bit for a Kelly scotch. Everything was Chaco, mess it up like Miss Bracho Gaze. Everything was Acho and test it up like Miss Jocko Bays. Everything was Nacho, mess it up like Miss Jacking up like Evan Cup and catching up. Piss and Putt was a Baker Bays. Everything was Jocka, turn them out to Miss Akko fronts. Turn around like Jocko, make them pop with Miss Baco Bunts. Everything with Jock Lights, Tots Watch and Miss Akko Cunts like Cotch Scotch on Pot Watch, Scotch on Miss Olive Strunts. Everything with Jock Cotch, Talk Cotch with Miss Otch Spots. I'm telling Mach the Otch Touch Scotch Spots by the watch. Spot, polka dots and clean go. Everything by that watch, Otch. Ellie got that rap skill on Kingdom Scarries on Alp Stotch. Got the Koch Rally on Potch Watch like I'm Otch Stotch. Before you know it, you start quacking like a Roger on Otch Dots. Pots on Clico. Ellie the king of Reco Rocks. I'm the one that rap first. They the ones with Miss Jacqueline Knots. Polka dots and clean go. Everything like that Kaplan guys. They trying to be disrespectful for murder, but they the Appling guys. Polka dots and clean go. Everything with like a Appling niece. I be like that Wajo, hoping I get the Apple Streets. I ain't like the Projo. I ain't like them with Apple Deets. I ain't like the Captain Deets. I ain't like any Captain Sleeps. If they saying religious, servitude, they miss Allo practice. They don't know the truth for the Karen school like Miss Jallo Nactus. If they still be speaking my personal stuff like Tegan Dodge, it ain't the street surveyors I'm speaking of like Miss Jika Nas. Everything with cheek lies, everything like Miss Pika Prize. I ain't talking about them who you think like Miss Eklund Dodge. Everything was Bot Tim, who you stink like Miss Eagle. I mean, it's Bot Kim with Ridos is about the dim of Miss Hooley Spank. Polka dots and clean go. And they miss with Miss Julie Tanks. Everything was there on that Kayla's Kiss like Miss Ruby Danks. Everything was there on that Fatal Piss, got that table tiss. And if I look like Gatchy, then I'll be looking like Jada Nish. I'll be looking like Anchi. Polka dots so with Anchi Gliffin. All he do is crank up and wind and deco like Jacqueline missing. Everything was chalk up, cranking up like Miss Arch up. I got trucks on Kago and everything like Miss Akeley mentioned. Polka dots and clean go. Ellie the same as Dakeley Digit. He got construction high visibility on, but he Cakeley missing. Everything was Gajo, everything like that Takelin Vision. Boy, I got the same style of rap awards like Miss Dakla Denson. I ain't do nothing to them for them to be here like Akela Benson. If they here for any reason, it's a crime like Miss Dakla Denson. Cause I said no thanks in the 80 Wajos and Oli Paints. Told them I can't beat her on Katie Quajays on Oli Strengths. If they tried to sue me, then they was sued by Miss Pokley Banks already like Miss Pokley Danks. Everything like Miss Jopely Danks. And they heard the real style. If they hear it, they kill style. If just one troop could listen and they was under like clear spell because one troop was mentioned and one troop was missing. He said that I was doing something, lying about it like Cusley Gibson. Everything with Chago, lying on me like Miss Gruesely Benson, lying on me in plain sight and lying for sculptures like Deucely Demis, lying on me in plain sight and lying for countries and lying for busters. If these troops was that jealous, white supremacists kind of disgusting. Polka dots and Klingo, oh y'all look like Miss Jonna Nutson. Everything was Chico and y'all look like Mr. Byners Bunsen. Everybody Rico, y'all look worse than Miss Gina Johnson. She was the police folks and y'all was her Miss Trina Strunson. Polka dots and Klingo, y'all right there with Miss Trina Johnson. You right there with K-Car, you look like worse on Miss Alice Bunsen. You look like Mr. Maycar, y'all look like Kurtz on Miss Kinda Scratch. You look like Kurtz on Peacock. You look like first on Miss Gina's Copson. Polka dots and Klingo, y'all look like Mr. Ines Gropson. Y'all be doing this work and this fast maneuver like Guy's Gopson. Y'all be doing this curse on this fast maneuver and fast producer, spelling like my purse on Miss Callie Scroggraves on Ashley Google. Everybody there on Miss Charlie Yazoo, Ashley Cousy. Everything with Chaco, everything like Miss Dackley Doozy. If I had to breathe hard, don't take mistakes for the key scar. Listen to the words of that first in speech or that creed scar. Listen to the things that I said before like a G-star. Listen to the first thing on the scroll like police heart. Polka dots and clean though. Everything like a G's guard. I be rapping better than who they want like Miss Freeze Spark. Everything with Cheese Star. Everything like a Keys cart. I won't be with G Stark. I be better than Reed's Park.